Good morning, Rob from Raspberry Running. Hope you're doing well, staying safe, training hard. So welcome to the Denbies Wine Estate near Leatherhead in the UK. We are here today for the Freedom Racing North Ridge 50k, North Downs Ridge, sorry, 50k. So we've just picked up our race number 25, and now we're going to have a little walk, go and grab a coffee, relax and get ready. But what a beautiful day for it, what a beautiful setting as well. Really lovely place. So and Freedom Racing events are always great, so looking forward to this one. I will go and get myself watered, hydrated, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, so we're just making final preparations. We've got coffee and just getting the gear on, and then we will make our way to the start line. We've got about half hour to go, so nothing too crazy, and then we'll be on our way. But it's a really beautiful place, really looking forward to this one. So and hopefully we'll smash it in a good time. So excellent. Well, I will catch up with you guys at the start line, and we'll get going.
About the SI timing givers to punch in when you get to the checkpoints and things. All of our marshals out there, you're a little bit cold now, I will let you go very soon, but all of our marshals don't get the benefit of running around today, so they're just stood out there getting cold, helping you guys. So please say big thanks to them when you see them. They are such good guys. There's a 10-hour race cut-off, so that's 8 o'clock tonight. You have to be back here by 8 o'clock to get the medal and to be listed on the results. So please, that should be, it's supposed to be an inclusive race for everybody, so that should be all good.
You're doing well, kid. We're almost there. In 1% by now. My toes are cold. Okay, and we're off. North Downs Ridge 50k. we are just under 5 miles in on the Freedom Racing North Downs Ridge 50k. What a stunning course. We just come through some forestry section, and it was a bit slippery and trippy through there to do any filming, so I thought right till we get to a clearing. So that's been a pretty cool race so far. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Okay, just coming in the first checkpoint. Gonna dib in the timing chips.
On the left.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you.
Hold on. Dib in. Mind the road.
Thank you.
Checkpoint on the left.
Thank you. Right, let's get topped up. Okay, so we are just approaching 9 miles. We passed the first checkpoint at like 8.5 miles. Had some of Tom's mum's famous flapjack, like rocket fuel, and we're up and away again. The turnaround point is about 12.5 miles, so we're making our way to that checkpoint now. So apart from that, all going well so far. That's good. Hopefully it stays that way. Right, catch up soon. Okay, we are 12.5 miles through, and we are just coming to the second checkpoint to refuel.
Getting in here, guys.
And then what next?
Yeah, then you're going back the way you came. You don't need a checkpoint.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well done, guys.
You're doing well.
All right, let's go and fill our bottles up. Right, we're all topped up, had some food, we're on our way back now, so not quite halfway yet, but we're getting there. Just trying to avoid some sand. Well, cheers. Alright, let's crack on. Right, we've just passed aid station number 3, just over 17 miles in, and yeah, still going well, and on pretty good pace at the moment. See if we can hold it. But yeah, nice run, lovely course. Weather's cooled down a bit now, so a little bit nippy, but so far we've been lucky, I think. So let's crack on. Okay, quick update. We have left the final aid station. We're now doing a 10k loop before we finish back at the Denbies Wine Estate. So yeah, doing a good time actually. Quite happy with that. So we will get cracking, and I will see you at the finish line. Right, we have just under 2 miles left to go in the North Downs Ridge 50k. This last 10k loop we've been sent on has been quite challenging, but we've almost got that done, so almost there. And here we are, coming to the end of the North Downs Ridge 50k. Finish line up ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. And we're nearly there. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here we go. Thank you. Okay, so that's the Freedom Racing North Downs Ridge 50k done. Medal here. There we go. So yeah, exciting race. That was good. There's a sting in the tail at the end. The last 10k loop is a pretty hilly affair. So yeah, it's hard work, but otherwise it was great. So I'll summarise the rest of it when I get home. So I'll see you there. Right, so we're back from the North Downs Ridge 50k, and it was a good race, really good race, as I said at the end there on the video, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. So we had quite a steady run out. So where we started, the Denbies Wine Estate, you have a steady run out for about half a mile on relatively flat ground, which is generally compact mud. Bit of grass as well, and then you make your way up to basically to climb the ridge. So the first climb is quite a long one, so you do end up walking it unless you're an elite. And yeah, we just took it steady, really steady up the first climb. Really beautiful views as you were going past up that climb, past all of the vineyards. I didn't realise how big Denbies Wine Estate is. It's huge. And yeah, the climbs are really nice. So very groomed trails through most of it actually. There's only a few bits where you would say that they were not so groomed, but most of it is groomed trails, so quite easy on your feet, which is good. But yeah, once you reach the top of the ridge in the North Downs, there were some ups and downs along that ridge, but actually it was all very runnable and steady going, so which was quite cool. So and the underfoot conditions are a mixture of mud, bit of sand, some rocky areas, lots of tree roots, things like that. But in general, pretty good in terms for running. So yeah, it was really lovely. And then as we reached the first checkpoint, which was 8.5 miles in, and that was good, really good quality food. As you'd have seen on the video, the checkpoint is Tom's Mum flapjacks, which are like rocket fuel. Those things are brilliant. I had pretty much had one of those on every single checkpoint we got to. But usual mixture of fruit, sandwiches, all sorts of stuff there. So anything you could ever want, really. So really good. So the first checkpoint was 8.5 miles, and then we carried on till you get to about mile 11, and you start to descend then off the ridge down towards the second checkpoint, which is at 12.5 miles. Quite a lot of descent there. Nothing tricky or steep or anything, but quite a lot of descent. And you're thinking in the back of your mind, oh, I'm going to feel that on the way back. But it's not too bad. You just have to walk parts of it. But attending checkpoint 2 was fine, where we met Nikki, who's Tom's wife, from Freedom Racing. Dibbed in, topped up the bottles, quick in and out, turn around there and back. So that's 12.5 miles. And then you know that you're on the way back to the estate at that point. So climb up, quite a long climb up to the church. I forget the name of the church now. Quite a long climb up to there, and then a little tricky descent after the church on the sand, quite a steep little one, and then again back along the ridge, and as I say, all very runnable. Just a few ups and downs here and there where you have to walk. Back to the checkpoint again. So the third checkpoint is the one that was first on the way back, so you're just doubling back on yourself, and then stand the top up there, and then you're back going towards the Denbies Wine Estate again, and you hit the next checkpoint on the Denbies Wine Estate at about I'll say about 24 miles into the race, and as you're descending off of the ridge on the Denbies Wine Estate, you're coming down. The checkpoint is just there, and you can see the finish line actually, but actually you're not going to go that way. You're going to go on a loop, a 6-mile loop, which Tom put in at the end of that, obviously to make up the distance. And that loop's fun. It's you think, oh, it's going to be quite simple actually, just a nice little loop round, and then we're going to come back into the wine estate. But it's a little sting in the tail there. There's a couple of big hills on that loop, which you're not expecting. So if you've got tired legs at that point, and obviously 50k is okay distance wise, so it's not too bad. But if that was your first 50k, you probably wouldn't be expecting that. And Tom does say at the start that it's a pretty flat route. It's not a flat route. It's flat obviously for the most part when you're on the ridge, but there are a couple of hills thrown in there for good measure. Obviously you're on the North Downs, they would be. So yeah, there's a couple of little stings in the tail. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who wants to do that race in the future, but just watch out for the last 10k. That's all I'll say. But beautiful course, really lovely. I was happy with my time, so 5 hours 52 minutes. I had no specific goals for this other than to get in under 6 hours. I said to John, who ran with me most of the way, and pretty much all the way, that 5.5, 6 hours would be absolutely fine for me. I wasn't looking to break any of my records or anything like any personal records for that 50k. It's all part of the training up to the 100 miler in May. So this race was just treated as a training session, and it went exactly according to plan, which is great. So nice to be back on track after the disappointment of the Arc. But yeah, perfect race. So I will leave descriptions, links in the description below for that race for the North Downs Ridge 50k Freedom Racing. I'll also leave links in the description below for Denbies Wine Estate. Really cool place if you want to go and check that out. They've got a lovely shop there, where they sell their different types of wine and memorabilia and all sorts of stuff there. Nice coffee shop as well, place to eat, restaurants there, and you can walk around there. So it's all free to walk around. You can go hike from there, you can park your car there. Really nice place, so I'll leave a link in the description below for that as well. So yeah, that was it. Stunning race, really enjoyed it. And on to the next one, I guess. Just touched a bit there on the Arc, so I have now registered and entered for the Arc 50 miler again next year, so we're going to go there back and do it right this time. So that's really cool. But now on to the next race, which is on the 8th of April, which is Rose of the Shires in Northampton. Again, it's just another training race for the 100 miler in May, but it is a 54 mile race, so it's going to require a bit more effort. Not very hilly at all, mostly flat, but again, it's just that time on feet, you know, working the legs, getting myself used to racing the longer distances again, and yeah, just all prep for the 100 miler. So should be exciting, but we'll give you a bit more information on that as we get close to the event. Next video coming up, we've got a couple of things coming up on the channel. The next one will probably be about the RBR Charity 2023, which is going to be for that 100 miler in May, the South Downs Way 100 miler by UK Ultra. And I've also been testing some bone conducting headphones, so I put those on for the first time today. I will do a full review on those, and I only got those for the 100 miler. I don't usually run with headphones because most races don't allow you to, but I am aware that running for 30 hours could get a little bit, you know, not boring, because it'll be fun, but at the same time, that, you know, running through the night, it might be nice to have something to take my mind off of the fact that I'm running through the night. So that's why I got them. So I picked a particular pair from Amazon. I don't want to go too expensive like Shocks or anything like that, because I don't even know if I'm going to get on with them or not. So I picked a particular pair. I've been contacted by the running company already who produced those, and we're going to do a review on that. So yeah, we'll get cracking on that as soon as we can after I've done a bit more testing on them, and I'll bring that to the channel soon. But that's it for today, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the race. If there's anything that you would like to know about that race, or you're just interested in more information, then please comment in the description below. And yeah, if there's any other things that you would like me to either put on the channel, or any races that you would like to see me do, or any kit reviews, then please also comment on the put the comments in below as well. So but that's it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe. It's much appreciated. It really helps the channel out, helps it to grow. But until next time, I will see you soon. Train hard, race hard, have fun. See you soon.